Whole house treatments for drywood termites have been in use for more than 15 years. The treatments began as a response to consumer demand for an alternative to fumigation that was less intrusive to homeowners, meaning they didn't have to leave their homes, and was better for the environment. In whole house treatments of existing homes, boracare is applied by spraying, high-pressure misting, or foaming all the wood framing in wall voids, attics, soffits, and crawl spaces. This simple procedure can generally be completed in a day and causes minimal disruption for the homeowner, who can remain in the house during the treatment. A whole house boracare treatment will kill existing drywood termite infestations and provide residual protection from future infestations. Whole house boracare treatments can be used as a replacement for fumigation or as an additional protection after fumigation has been completed. After the technician conducts an inspection and determines there is evidence of an infestation of drywood termites, the next step is to determine if any wood has become structurally unsound and therefore must be replaced. Replace all structurally unsound wood before doing the boracare treatment. Now, let me give you a brief overview of the treatment process. First, drill and inject any known active or inactive galleries with a 1-to-1 ratio of water and boracare. Be sure to completely fill the galleries to eliminate all activity. Then, the rest of the structural wood should be treated with a 5-to-1 ratio of water and boracare. Wood in attics, garages, or crawl spaces can be sprayed, misted, or foamed, depending on the accessibility. Inaccessible areas can also be drilled and then injected with foam or a high-pressure mist. Once the treatment is complete, the drill holes should be filled and touched up, and the job is finished. The mixing process is simple, but will take a few minutes, so allow the necessary time. First, read the entire boracare label to make sure you are familiar with the product and its applications. Use the application charts in the label or the worksheet found in the technical bulletin to determine how much product will be needed. Then, add 5 gallons of water to a 6-gallon bucket. Using a drill impeller or a bucket mixer, slowly pour 1 gallon of boracare into the bucket. Mix until you feel no resistance from the drill. In cold weather, using warm water can speed up the mixing process, but it is not necessary. Pour the mixture into the sprayer or mister and follow the manufacturer's instructions. For active infestation applications, create a 1-part water to 1-part boracare solution following the same procedure. Mix 1 gallon of water with 1 gallon of boracare to create 2 gallons of a 1-to-1 treatment solution. Larger tank mixers follow the same procedure. Add water first and then mix in the boracare. Follow the previous mixing procedures to create the boracare solution. For foaming or misting active infestations, create a 2-to-1 solution by mixing 2 parts water with 1 part boracare. To create a solution to foam or mist areas for a preventative treatment, mix 5 parts water to 1 part boracare to make a 5-to-1 solution. To create a foaming solution, add the correct amount of Pro-Foam Platinum to the mixture. This is determined by the application, the label guidelines, and the type of equipment you are using. A generally suggested foam ratio to use for wall and gallery applications is a 20 to 25 parts foam to 1 part liquid solution. A good way to determine your foaming ratio is to apply the foam solution from the foaming equipment into a measured container. Measure the volume of foam in the container. Next, to save time, you might spritz a small amount of defoaming agent onto the foam to break the foam down to a liquid. After the foam has returned to the liquid state, measure the volume of liquid remaining. The difference between the volume of foam and the volume of liquid is called the foam ratio. For example, 32 ounces of foam reduced to 1.5 ounces of liquid would be an approximately 21-to-1 foam ratio, since 32 divided by 1.5 equals 21.3. The higher the ratio, the drier the foam. A dry foam is required for wall foaming applications because it uses less liquid, thus causing less concern for damaging wallboard areas. Follow these guidelines to calibrate misting equipment and to determine how much solution is being applied into a wall void or other inaccessible area. First, read and understand the instructions for your selected misting equipment. Mix the proper solution required using the previously mentioned mixing ratios. Pour the solution into the tank of the misting machine. Take a measured container, preferably of clear plastic with a plastic lid. Punch a hole into the lid the size of the application tip. Start the misting machine. Insert the tip into the hole in the container lid and apply the solution. Measure the application time and the amount of liquid in the container. This amount of liquid was applied during the time of application. Calibrating your misting equipment will assist you in determining how much treatment solution is being applied during a specified time into wall voids and other areas. Refer to the technical bulletin for suggested wall void application amounts. Remember to clean the equipment at the end of each day. Failure to properly rinse the Boracare solution out of the equipment will not damage equipment, but may clog hoses and applicator tips. Clogged equipment can be cleaned by flushing with hot water. Cleaning clogged equipment is very time-consuming and can be avoided by daily cleaning. Beginning with the attic. Cover all of the household belongings with plastic. Anything left uncovered may need to be cleaned with warm water to remove any residue. Starting at the peak of the roof, spray down the roof line, making sure you cover both sides of each rafter and all the 2x4s. Also, treat any wood in and around insulation with spray or foam. Foaming allows you to get past obstacles and treat difficult-to-reach areas while using less water. Garages, basements, and crawl spaces can also be treated with a spray, mist, or foam, depending upon the accessibility of the wood to be treated. Again, make sure you take the time to treat all exposed wood. When treating the inaccessible wood in a home, it pays to familiarize yourself with the actual framing of a house. Take the time to tour a home being built. Look at how the floor, roof, walls, and framing around doors and windows are constructed. The job at hand is to locate the wall voids and to use a high-pressure mist or foam to coat the wall void with product. We strongly recommend building a training wall at your office so technicians can get a feel for using misting and foaming equipment and see the results at the same time. Determine the number of seconds necessary to treat the void in your training wall using your equipment. Then use that as a guide in the field.